Welcome to day 3 of the AI Systems Bootcamp. Today we're going to talk about your toolbox and the only tools that you need to get started today. So to build AI systems, you don't need 20 tools or $10,000 setup. Again, this is something that I struggled with a lot when I first started. Every video in this series is going to be about something that I struggled with that I can hopefully help you guys avoid. You only need a small toolbox, and once you understand what each tool does, building systems becomes very simple and just second nature to you. So I'm going to show you the exact tools that I use in every client project now and what I started with, and maybe some tools to avoid as well. So why do you need a small and simple tool set opposed to, trying out every tool you can? Most beginners overwhelm themselves trying every automation tool on the internet, and you don't need that. Especially now, it's so easy to build these all-in-one AI builders, AI agent, like all these words just get thrown around, and people just ship out terrible software every day, and then they market it. But in a year, 2 years, 5 years, these will all be irrelevant, will all be gone, not working, dead, whatever. So you have to choose wisely with, your tool set and the tools that you use to build these systems. A lean toolbox is going to improve your learning speed, system clarity, delivery time confidence, and results because, the less tools you use, obviously, the less opportunity that there is for your systems to break. So the goal is to master a few tools deeply, not chase every new shiny app that people are shoving in your face. All right, let's dive into the main tool that you see me posting about on Instagram. You see all these other people posting about N8N, the workflow engine, the no-code, low-code automation builder, where you visually put together these systems. So think of N8N as kind of the brain behind your systems. It connects everything together. You can use it to capture form submissions, trigger workflows, call ChatGPT, send emails or SMS, update sheets, create follow-up logic. Almost anything you can think of, you can connect it and make it happen on N8N. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into this. We're going to dive into N8N a little bit more, but if you're looking for how to log in and set up your N8N, there's plenty of tutorials and plenty of information on the internet for that. I'm not going to, teach you how to log in and sign in and make your account and stuff. Hopefully you can figure that out yourself. But yeah, this is where your automations are actually going to run. This is going to host all of your systems that you build. And yeah, this is where you're going to connect everything else together. All right, tool number 2, we all know it, ChatGPT. This is the logic and intelligence. So ChatGPT adds thinking and intelligence to your systems. It can summarize leads, classify lead types, write responses, personalize messages, analyze input, and generate follow-up scripts. GPT is not a separate system. It's going to power your capture, convert, and manage systems with smart logic. Now you're going to do this by making API calls to your OpenAI API. Again, you can just look up how to set that up. It's very straightforward. You can just go to OpenAI dashboard and set it up from there. There's different, LLMs that you can use. You could use Google Gemini. They have a free tier. You can play around with it inside of N8N and see which one works best for you. But yeah, ChatGPT is going to be your logic and intelligence. Tool number 3 is going to be VAPI or 11 Labs for voice agents. Now this is a little more advanced, and as well as I wouldn't recommend starting here, but it is useful to learn about because you're going to see it all over your social media. And once you get into more advanced systems, deploying voice agents can be helpful. So VAPI gives you AI voice. You can use it for AI receptionists, outbound calling, instant lead response, and 24/7 customer filtering. This is how you build true conversion systems that turn leads into booked calls. Again, I think I warned about this in a separate video, but you have to be careful with AI agents because a lot of businesses don't trust them. Something, if you're really set on AI agents or AI voice agents, that you can do is have it only operate after hours or only operate on missed calls instead of having it run 24/7 and answer the phones instead of humans. So it only answers when they're clearly missing out on a lead. But yeah, that's going to be your AI voice agent. Again, these are very simple to set up, log in, and they both let you start for free. All right, now we have Framer or Lovable. This is going to be the web presence and capture layer. So this is where leads enter your systems. You'll use Framer, Lovable to rebuild top sections of websites, embed chat widgets, which we're going to get to later, create forms, make simple landing pages, and install booking links. Now, you don't only have to rebuild top sections. A lot of these businesses either don't have a website at all, or their whole website is pretty outdated and terrible. So if you don't know what Lovable is, it's basically an AI coder, so AI vibe coding. So you just tell it what you want it to build, and then it builds it. Framer is more of a visual design tool. I personally prefer Framer for higher ticket clients, obviously, because I have more control than I do with Lovable, and it's pretty easy to tell to a trained eye, not to a small business owner or a random person, to tell when something is vibe coded with Lovable. So yeah, I would recommend, starting with either of these two. It's fine. Framer is completely free, and Lovable has a free tier. So yeah, this is what you're going to use to build websites for these guys to be the capture layer and the top of your funnel if that's the system that you're building. Tool number 5 is just going to be for storage and your database. So you could use Google Sheets is obviously the most simple thing. Supabase, Airtable, this is going to be your mini CRM. So this is your lightweight lead management system. You can use it to store leads, assign statuses, track follow-up, and trigger reactivation flows. Sheets plus N8N is basically a complete beginner-friendly management system. Later, clients may upgrade into real specific CRMs, but this will get you paid as soon as possible. Again, this just all connects to your N8N flow. My hair is like sticking up. But yeah, so this is how you're going to store your lead information. All right, now we have a tool called MChat for AI chat widgets. So basically embed chat. This is your tool to start easily deploying AI chat widgets onto websites. These can be used to give rough quotes or estimates for blue collar businesses, as well as collect leads and answer any questions. MChat also offers a free tier where basically you just sign up, type in the information about the business that you're deploying it to, copy the code, put it straight into Framer, put it straight into Lovable, and then it will deploy the chat widget on your site for completely free. This can be a big upcharge, especially if you're having it give rough quotes or estimates and collect leads. So it's extremely useful for businesses so the website traffic doesn't go cold. I'll put the link for MChat in the description, again, along with some other resources. You guys can start for completely free putting these chat widgets on your websites. The cool thing about this is you can start for free. So let's say, you use Framer, you rebuild a landing page for a random business using Framer, and then you go to MChat, sign up for free, and you get your AI chat widget, upcharge that onto your website build. So maybe charge, $200-$300 more, maybe even potentially more if you're using it for quotes or estimates, and it takes you 10 minutes, 5 minutes to set up. So yeah, you can also charge recurring. So it pays, well, it's free to start. And then, yeah, so you can start making money on the free tier, and then once you have the money, you can upgrade onto the other tiers as necessary. But it's really cool. A lot of these tools like MChat the other ones that I've listed have free tiers, so you can start making money without risking really anything. Only exception here is if you're going to use the OpenAI API, you have to, put in maybe $5. But yeah, you can locally host N8N, start that free. So it's really cool. You can start making money really without any risk, just time. And I'm sure a lot of you have, the time asset, and that's the most valuable thing you could possibly have. Don't ever underestimate how valuable your time is. So yeah, those are the tools that we're going to use that you should start using. So we have N8N, ChatGPT, Vapi or 11 Labs, Framer or Lovable, Google Sheets, Supabase, Airtable, any of those, and then MChat for the AI chat widgets. So now you understand the toolbox. Let me show you how to actually build the first type of system. And we're basically going to cover a layout of a lead capture system, and this is the engine that brings leads into the business, as we've mentioned multiple times before. In the next video, we'll see the steps of a good lead capture system and maybe some examples of what you could build. Again, if you want links for help or MChat, they're going to be in the description of the video. You can start for completely free. And yeah, I hope you guys found this video valuable again, and I'll see you in the next one.